a 2-bowl performance for you here. It was a big one, a big win. I think she picked up right there. Good job, Patty. Good job. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this 2-bowl performance. Take us through what was working for you here. Tyler, you're getting more on the floor, bud. That's good. I don't know, man. That might be. We might have to give a spell of that water, Tyler. Got it there.
Hit the gym, man. Oh my god. Whoa! Okay, I deserve that.
Get on.
Hi. We're gonna do hockey. Hockey is fun. Having flashbacks to the start of my career in this building. Thank you. Hey, what's up? Good to have you.
How are you guys?
Good, man. How's the rip in?
Oh, good, good, good.
Yeah, we will. How important is it to get on the right side of the ledger against Mooseheads? The last division win, January 4th.
Yeah, we're treating every game like a
How are you? How are you there? Dude, you gotta get out there right now. He's gone, man.
Look at that shot.
Turn this off here, Bill.
Against Mountain Dew, which didn't go their way, picked up just 1 point, but like Matt said, you gotta win games in the division, especially when you're playing teams like Halifax and St. John. You gotta pick up points.
Stand by 4.
But let's take a look at how
And
the
I'm bumping 4.
as of late. Just 5 weeks left in the regular season. The top 3 teams, Mountain, Rimouski, Gimmick, have all already clinched.
Stand by gold into this. I'll be going right to it.
The rest of the group to finish out here.
Well, you see how it's muddled in the middle, and what Matt said was so important about beating teams in your own division. Cape Breton could very well match up with a Bathurst or Charlottetown in the playoffs. You have to have confidence in those matchups. It's way too early to tell the matchups, but keep an eye on Halifax and St. John crossing over.
Blues graphic and pumping.
Bill Roy, the top 2 teams on the other side, but like I said, 5 more weeks to that. Puck drop coming up on the other side of the break here on Eastlink Community TV.
And we're capping in 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Cancer night here last weekend that saw Adam O'Coin bury his first goal as a member of the team and stood up as the game winner. O'Coin faces off against his former club for the first time tonight.
Not bad crowd.
A couple of more points in this one. You can also help out by letting the boys hear you
big size, big skill, hard to shut down. They play hard. It's going to be a good line of playoffs for them.
Off a deflection in front, Sean Carrier scores just 36 seconds in.
Well, if you want to shut down the top line, no better way to do it than to score on them. As Sean Carrier, what a play here by Carlos Handel at the point. Wastes no time getting that puck to the net. As it rims around the boards, he doesn't even look. He just knows there's a player there. And we've seen this play become very popular now in hockey. The pass on the ice, redeflected in front off the stick. Sean Carrier, who's been so good for this team this year, gets the party started.
Carrier's 13th in the year. Quick start for the Mooseheads. How do you like that? Gendron will swipe, and she's seen quite the shift. And players going from different leagues. A 2-on-1 brewing here for the Eagles. Romeo gets a shot off and scores. Might have been a stick lift, but Lucas Romeo gets it off. We're going to tie game just 4 minutes in.
Well, Lucas Romeo, we talk about playoff mentality. This is a playoff performer here. We saw it last year. This is great strength by him as Tyfair is trying to lift his stick. And Romeo stays strong on it, doesn't lose control of the puck, and snaps it between the legs of Circa. And a quick answer from Cape Breton as you see Fullerton with him. Doyle takes away the pass. And he snaps that in a hurry between the legs of Circa. We're tied at 1.
Talk about sticking with the play. Lucas Romeo's 13th for the year. Murphy and Patterson with the assists. Tantini trying to work around Schmidt, who plays the pocket. A huge hit there by Patrick McNabb on Lucas Romeo. Romeo is no small man, 6'3". One-timer chance for Schmidt.
Let's have a look what it's like outside. Ew. Gross.
I actually get to have a seat when I do my hit, but the freezing rain was not keeping a Moosehead legend away from the rink. Alex Tanguay, number 18, retired by the Halifax Mooseheads, current assistant coach for the Detroit Red Wings in town today. He's talking with the team. He's doing a bit of media. He's going to sit down with us in the second intermission to have a nice chat. That's right, Alex Tanguay coming up the second intermission here on a freezing rain night in Halifax.
What a guest to have.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Beneficiary of the 4 nations facing off. We get Alex Tanguay here in the second intermission.
Everyone gets a bit of a break.
Hey, buddy.
Jonathan Drouin, just to name a few.
You mean 2 of the best Mooseheads to ever wear the jersey?
The guy that's leading the NHL in points right now? Yeah, that definitely. He's getting nasty down the corner here.
Sean Carrier having a go with Will Murphy. Both 55s going at it, and we will get a whistle in behind the play, and I think the Eagles are going to take... No, they're both going to go.
They're both going, it looks like.
So the arm went up, it looked like, after the last shove from Murphy, but Carrier and Murphy were going at it at hash marks on the boards.
Official signal that will be 4-on-4. You're going to see there was a shot block and then a battle for the puck here. Kennedy gets dumped, McPhee comes in.
Plainville, but his initial thoughts on the trade is Allen triples in on Circa. Puck is loose, quick whistle, and the Mooseheads catching a break here is McPhee divvying it up with Jacob Newcomb here out in front.
You see him laughing, that's McPhee's game. Him and Newcomb, 2 20-year-olds going at it there in front. Neither shy to get to the rough stuff.
McPhee being directed towards the penalty box. Is it just going to be him?
No, they're both going here. That puck ended up staying loose the whole time. And Newcomb's playing to the whistle. McPhee doesn't like the jab at Circa.
Big grin on his face. The wink as well.
That's a...
Back here at Scotiabank Center, joining me at this time, Moosehead legend Alex Tanguay as well, assistant coach for the Detroit Red Wings. Alex, thanks for taking the time. I'd love your thoughts on the game here so far.
It's been great. The Mooseheads have got tremendous pace. They were off to a little bit of a slow start, and then they picked things going in the second. So
You've been around the team. You've been in since Tuesday. What's been your impression of the Moosehead club that you've had to see in front of you right now?
Well, you know, like, first of all, like, I want to thank the Simon family. Like, I talked to Peter a few years ago when they bought the team, being in Detroit and them being from Michigan. So talked to Peter, talked to Sam, and really, like, we started talking about the team. And obviously, like, Halifax got a special place in my heart. Like, I grew up here. I was lucky enough to be one of the guys that got picked by Halifax. Got to play here. It was a tremendous experience for me. And I just, you know, they were talking about bringing me back and to see the players, the staff, the organization, what they're doing with the organization. So it's been a great trip so far. It's
Back to where it started for you, and now the Mooseheads got a lot of 16-year-olds. You came as a 16-year-old and played on a line with Torini and LaPlante, the kid line at 16. What advice do you give to 16-year-olds in this league?
Well, you know, like, I talked to them yesterday. It's really about the work that you're willing to put into it. You look at, you know, like, how much progress you can make over the course of a year. Well, if you put your head down, you work for the next 2 or 3 years, you can put yourself in a way better situation than people that don't do the same amount of work as you. So it really comes down to, you know, your dedication, the passion, how much you're willing to invest in doing what you want to do.
Of course, when it's Halifax v Cape Breton on the marquee, it always brings back memories of the rivalry. What are some of your Halifax versus Cape Breton memories?
Well, my first year they weren't in the league, so that tells you a little bit how old I am. But you know, then, you know, it was always a natural rivalry, just the, you know, the in-province, the closeness, the proximity, the passion for the, you know, from the fan in Halifax and also the fans from Sydney. So it's always been good to play that team, always a big rivalry.
You're coaching. Now, you had a little stint with the Junior Red Wings, coaching as an assistant in the Quebec International Pee Wee event. What was it like to go back to that event as a coach, considering you had a chance to play in it?
So it's been great. You know, my kids, being in Detroit now, both my boys played for Little Caesars. So 2 years ago, the 2010 birth year, that was their year to go to Pee Wee Quebec. So they represented the Little Red Wings. Ryan Kessler is our head coach of our 2010 team. So I try to stay on the bench as much as possible when I'm there. And we're actually playing in Seattle the day before with the Red Wings. They won before the game to make it to the finals. And we had a Tuesday game in Washington. So I booked my flight after the game, flew overnight all the way from Seattle, made it just on time for the finals. So this year with the Four Nations Cup, my youngest one is there now, so we'll have a little bit more time to spend there.
You have some more time. The Four Nations Cup is coming at a terrible time for the Detroit Red Wings. What has been key, though, for turning things around in the 2025? You guys are now in a wild card spot.
Well, we had a major improvement when Todd McClellan came and took over as head coach. He's an established head coach. He brought accountability, he brought a little bit more speed to our lineup. So we've been, you know, like, we've actually done really well, and the onus is on the players. The players always play, so you have to find solution for them, but ultimately it comes down to them. And our players, you know, from Larkin, Raymond, Sider, they've really responded, and we've put ourselves in a position now that with 27 games left of the season, we're in a position. We're in that group that's going to need to stay hot and play well to get ourselves into the playoffs.
For yourself, you're a Nordiques fan. What would it mean to you to be able to go into an NHL rink against or as part of the Nordiques organization?
Well, growing up in Quebec City, you know, like the Nordiques, you were either a Canadiens fan or you were a Nordiques fan. I was a Nordiques fan, still a Nordiques fan to this day, but, you know, like, the reality of the NHL is that it is what it is. You know, like, I'm hoping there's going to be a team in Quebec. Like, there's passionate fans in Canada, all across Canada, and Quebec certainly does. So I'm hoping it comes back at some point, but that's totally out of my control.
Well, maybe someday. Alex, I appreciate taking some time. Enjoy your remaining visit in Halifax, and thanks for stopping by.
I appreciate that.
Alex Tanguay, assistant coach for the Detroit Red Wings, number retired with the Halifax Mooseheads. Stick with us. Greg and Troy got highlights coming up after the break.
Let's go. Show me something 190. Come on now. What you got for me today? Go ahead! Same way, same way. Come on, Mike. Let's go. Come on, man. Go,
guys will go over to stand attention, okay?
Savannah banana
Yes.
vibes.
Yes.
Ty Fair works it. Down low. Quick shot scores! What a rip by Quinn Kennedy. It's 2-1 Mooseheads.
I was just going to mention, Troy, Cape Breton was very passive in their own zone. Look how tight they are in the slot. They let Kennedy have balls. It almost looks like a power play. They let him walk right in. And if you're teams, as I guarantee you Louis Robitaille's not going to like that. It's a good power play.
One-timer shot, rebounds, and they score! McPhee bounces it in off his chest. Power play goal just 5 seconds in. It's 3-1 Halifax.
Well, he's on Team Canada's power play yesterday. Was good, scoring 10 seconds in. The Mooseheads here tonight score 5 seconds into the power play. They're going to look at this to make sure it didn't go off his hand or anything, but at one face-off, quick pass across, and that goes right off his stick. And a little trick for over Brayden McPhee. He gets his stick on that. That's a good goal. And he lets everybody know. We don't know every goal is reviewed. That is scored, and the referees have already looked at it. It is a good goal. We saw it on our replay. It's a good goal.
Didn't even have to slow it down really that much.
No, you heard the sound of it go off the stick.
Right. And now a chance here, a response for the Eagles. Potentially they score! Jacob Newcomb, less than 10 seconds after the Moose made it 3-1. It's a one-goal game.
And this top line strikes again for the Eagles. Right off the face-off, Halifax gets Tom watching the puck, and a bad bounce here for Hamel. He tries to knock it down with his skate. It goes over his skate. Newcomb puts that upstairs in a hurry. Right over the body of Circa. And Halifax thought they had a little bit of breathing room. Not so fast as the Eagles have made this a one-goal game.
9 seconds between goals.
Hi guys. How are you?
Hi.
What a jersey. What a shirt.
It's great, right?
It's been...
I don't know. I don't know if I'm with it. It's a one-time.
Kept in by Lavoie. First time I think we're seeing the Cape Breton power play tonight. 11th in the league. 22.6%. A cross shot scores. Bar down. Second of the game for Newcomb. And we're tied at 3.
You want to talk about no wasted time. Excellent puck movement by the Eagles. We're going to look first at the penalty here off the face-off.
Excuse me, can you keep it down? How you doing, bud?
It's all over now.
It's all over. All over. How you doing?
Good, man. What's going on?
Not a chance for Circa. Just a perfectly placed shot right in the top right corner of the net. Newcomb's 29th of the year, second of the game. Henneberry and Lavoie with the assist. Just 31 seconds into the period, and they score again. Out in front, Romeo has his second of the game, and just like that, the Eagles are leading.
Wow, oh wow. Just 40 seconds into this third period. Cape Breton strikes twice, flips this game on its head completely. Everything looks fine here.
Tough stretch against those Wildcats. Athens has always played them tough, and that goes off the post. What a save by Circa! Gets the paddle down in time. Dag with the shot goes into his own man, and that's full. Athens has always played them tough, and that goes off the post. What a save by Circa! Gets the paddle down in time. Directs it towards the net, into the skates of Lavoie, back for a point with a shot, and what a block! The top of the circles. Jacob Newcomb, it looks like. It is indeed the captain. Slow to his feet. Got to get the puck out. No, he's just going to head off.
Woo! Oh. I'm gonna slide by you guys. Hey guys. How you doing?
Congratulations going out to Mark McGregor from Bedford. Tonight's winner of the MVP draw. Mark takes home a cash prize of $4,506.
You guys staying tonight? Yeah. Beautiful. I was worried I missed Patty McNeil last night, but I'll get to hang out with him tonight.
You ain't no dirty nose with him?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't go to the Liverpool game, but I would definitely, a night at Nellie's with Patty is definitely going to be, wouldn't be the first time. Tommy.
How long you been waiting?
How you doing? Huh?
How long you been waiting?
Nice couple minutes, you know, why not? They got a review to make sure that empty netters, you know, on the level. My God. Jacob, I'm gonna grab you, all right? Good job. Give you the old towel. Where are the phones? Where are they at? Oh, they're up there? All right, we got our cameras here. Woo. There we go.
Where's Logan? Is the Logan Delaney been out or not?
That's a long story.
Okay. I meant to ask you before they moved.
Your third stop from the Cape Breton Eagles, number 16, Romeo. Your second star from the Halifax
Jacob, 2-goal performance for you here. It was a big one, a big win. I think Schmidt got me right there. Good job, Patty. Good job. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this 2-goal performance. Take us through what was working for you here.
That one just 9 seconds after McPhee's power play goal. But standing by with Mats is the man of the night, Jacob Newcomb.
Jacob, 2-goal performance for you here. It was a big one, a big win for you. I think Schmidt got me right there. Good job, Patty. Good job. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about this 2-goal performance. Take us through what was working for you here tonight.
Yeah, obviously not the start we wanted, but you know, good teams find a way to win, and that's what we did. Came out in the third, ready to play.
Final 2 minutes here. Take us through that shot block, because that is playoff hockey right there.
Yeah, it's a 1-goal game. You gotta you know, get in the lane there, block a shot to win a game. So, you know, just trying to get a block there for the boys, and we get an empty net there at the end, so they cap it off. So that's good.
Of course, you know, it's playoff hockey the rest of the way because points are at a premium. How big is it to make sure that you finish your breakfast against these divisional teams?
Yeah, we can't. You know, we got to come out ready every night. Can't be giving games away. So, you know, we're trying to win games here in the second half.
Jacob, I know you got a lot of fans over there, a lot of family here cheering you on. I'll let you go celebrate with them and celebrate with the guys in the room. Congrats on the win.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it, man.
All right, Jacob Newcomb here. Big 2-goal performance. Him and Lucas Romeo both with 2 goals as we wrap things up here from Scotiabank Center. The Mooseheads follow the Eagles 5-3 on a icy night. It is the biggest bit of ice this 200 feet. Entertained us once again. For Greg Troy and the entire Eastlink Community TV crew, I'm Matt Gill saying thanks for watching. Hey, we'll see you on Sunday for the Capital Regional Basketball Finals right here on Eastlink Community TV, the home of the Magical Mystery Sports Tour of the Maritimes.